because we have a plan. Everyone knows you make a plan, and in farming you can make that plan, but it doesn't necessarily work out. Okay then, so how are we doing, guys? Today is going to be just a little bit of a faffing day. I think they got the wrapper sent up over there, got the dog with me, and I want to get the sheep in just to mark out and get a bit more of an idea what we're doing with the number of ram lambs that have been castrated and the ones that haven't, and also sort out the ewes that I want to be getting rid of. I got some cracking ewes that I'm going to take down to a ewe sale, hopefully in Whitland, and then hopefully going to replace them with clins, but that all sort of depends on what happens. Because we have a plan, everyone knows you make a plan, and in farming you can make that plan, but it doesn't necessarily work out. Because by this time, normally we've got maybe 4 or 5 fields sort of cleared up so that we can get the sheep back out there and graze, but because of the weather that we've had, we have been unable to do so. We had a terrible winter, and then we had that heat wave. So we haven't managed to mow anything because the grass never came to anything. So trying to manage the grass that we have available for grazing is a bit of a struggle. Because what we wanted to do was sell off half the flock and replace them with pedigree clins. Now we are members of the Clin Society here at Sangor, and we can't do that because if we buy any in now, we haven't got anywhere to put them. And we just managing it at the moment, needing to separate the lambs from the ewes, but until we get some fields knocked down, yeah, that's not going to be able to happen. So we'll get these in and just have a little look through and work out what the crack is and what's happening with them. Okay, so managed to get them in. Thank God he decided to be a good boy for us today. So it's just simply going to be going through them. There's a couple that did not want to play ball. Here they are. I do want to keep this ewe, cracking mother and what have you. I just want to set a little bit more up, and I'll just kind of go through what I want to do. So I'll just place you here a minute. Just go through what sort of the plan is. I don't get eaten by these horseflies. God damn it. All right, good boy, Roo. Good boy. Okay, so just making a pen up on the end. Anyone who is wanting to start up, I honestly recommend a wrapper. This has been an absolute godsend to us. We have tried others before purchasing this one. We tried like Prattley, and I think Gator was it Alligator or something like that. That was one, and they did not really compare. I mean, they're all good systems. They didn't compare to this. Plus, the what nailed it for us in the end with the people that we bought it off. The people at Rapper were brilliant. I mean, like absolutely bloody brilliant. And yeah, that was the end point for us, really, to choose this company. And if we didn't get a mobile wrapping system like this, to be honest with you, our cost, because when we bought the place there was nothing to be set up, would have been astronomical, really. For the price of this wrapper, we've only got a few gates, and we've added a couple of little things on here and there, but it probably would have cost us 5 times more to set something up on the farm to do what this is doing. So yeah, that's a quite a big thing, but we have managed to fence a lot of it now. So lambs, ewes and shearlings, all the shearlings are going. We kept them back last year, and we do want to get rid of all of them. Some of the old ewes that I know are good mothers I'll keep hold of, but yeah, it's just going to be sorting out cull ewes, things I don't want to send off to people, and also sorting out what we want to keep. It's been through sorting the lambs out, I can see a few that are marked up. They're the cades. They are a nightmare. Cracking little lambs, but they're a bloody nightmare. So yeah, we're just gonna get through them, sort of work out a way of marking up what we want to keep. And yeah, get some sheep sorted. Right, so this is not going to be the quickest drawing out. You have just smashed my finger up, matey. Lie down, boy, down. This is going to be sorting ewes, drawing the lambs off, get all the ewes out, then put all the lambs back through and work them out. But it is going to take a little bit more time, and I've got a system that I've got written down for how I need to mark them up, because knowing my luck, I'll forget. And then I'll just put it into the Flop Watch app, and that will help me out getting them sorted. So let's get started. You're staying regardless. Hello. You're going off as a shearling. She's had one crop. She has had an absolute bloody belter of a lamb, and looked after it unbelievably, which is always nice. Yes, right, a good mother, a milky mother, and something that lambs easy, which a lot of these bloody don't. Roo, come on, down, 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 good boy. Don't want to fill it up. It's not a hot day. There's a good breeze at the moment, which is nice. Okay, so it is actually a couple of days on from when we were moving sheep. The camera decided to die, so I didn't manage to get much of that. Just a little bit, and then the weather turned. It was a lovely day, and today's meant to be a lovely day, apart from it's been raining. It's overcast, a little bit overcast. It's cool, which is nice, really nice. So we've just got a few jobs that we want to get done today, as long as it doesn't rain. I mean, the weather has given 0% rain, but not quite what we're expecting. Want to get the topper off and get some wood processed, because we haven't actually got a lot of wood in. I'll actually show you. There's only probably 30 bags of wood, which isn't enough, and we've got to get our own winter wood sorted. So this was everything that was cut down last winter. It's been down and seasoned, and that's all there is, which is going to get us nowhere. It does go back a bit, but it's still not enough. So that's all ash. There's some beech in there, some oak in there, but that's just everything. That's just from one hedge line, and you'll see later there's a hell of a lot more. But yeah, no, so sorry that I didn't manage to finish that video with the sheep. A little bit annoyed, so in the end I ended up going on TikTok Live. Never done it before, and had quite a fun time doing that, and got to see, well, talk to people from all over the world, which was really good fun, and they were quite interested, asking a lot of questions, and somehow ended up with a Arabic woman who ended up splitting the screen with me. I couldn't work out how to get rid of her, but you know, that made me chuckle. So it's never happened before. I can't believe it's happening now. But the 43 would not start, and it's literally just a case of the battery. So it's hooked up to the truck, and yeah, no, I just need to see, hope that this thing starts. Let's see if I can block that on there for you, just for a minute. So it's been charging for a bit now, but oh, she lives. I just hope you can hear me now. Well, it's going to be a little bit loud, so I'll get this unplugged, and whew, actually that's quite bright. I'll get this unplugged, shift the truck out the way, and yeah, got to just swap this tractor because my old man wants to do some work on it, and go and get the 42 and then come back and then pop back up. Need a 390 to put on the wood processor because it just runs on fumes. So yeah, no, I'll just get this shifted now. I suppose I could use this tractor, but like I said, my old man's going to need this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, the door. Oh, you bugger. Never good. Never good when these the shed doors decide to swing around in the wind, because sometimes they send you absolutely flying. And I think people have been killed in the past actually opening them and trying to close them, or just being caught up by them. Right, so we'll get up to where the hay's stored. Probably have to take the tedder off the 42 and see what my old man's up to. I think he's got a bit of a project with a conventional bale wrapper. So we'll catch you up there. Oh, it's a tight gateway. So we'll just shift this out of the way. There seems to be a bit of this, that and everything all over the place. There's not a massive amount of space here. We need to extend the yard back at the farm, and until we've done that, it's just going to be a case of just constantly moving stuff, which is no fun. No fun at all. Right, I'll just give this a second to wind down. I know if I tell him, it'll be like, you left the radio on. But yeah, let's go and have a quick look, see where he's at. If he's about at all. Chuck's here. Oh. 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 Secret project? So, not everything going to plan, as normal. So I am back at the farm because my old man is, well, he's making that trailer up then. So, in all fairness to him, he got the steel yesterday and it's all cut and it's all looking good. I suppose that might be a bit quieter. And just got to sort out the way everything's balanced. He's an engineer by trade, so he knows all this sort of stuff. I would have just welded it together and probably had something that would be all over the damn place. So, had to try and come up with something else to do. So, some willows have kind of taken over, and I want to know if the winch, they're only small, I'm pretty certain they were topped last year or the year before, so I want to know if I can just put a chain up to them and just rip them out of the ground. So they're only small, and then it saves hassle with the roots as well and leaving sort of things knocked up. This shed has not got a great deal of space. So I've got to try and get the tractor in here somehow. Finally got it on. A little bit kiffed and I didn't want to, so I'll just get these support legs up. And yeah, put some boots on. Get some gloves. Probably need a helmet. I'm not going to worry about a helmet because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, if this cable comes out, if we're using chainsaws or whatever, then yeah, we'll use helmets and all the PPE. But pulling out some extremely small willows, it's not gonna nail you. And if you're pulling something that big and one of the chains snaps on a winch or the actual winch cable, yeah, it's cutting you in half. It's at 23 degrees and it is like 80% or more humidity. And it is sweating. It is muggy as hell. These are the little willows. I want to see if it's possible. It might not be, but if it's possible to pull them out, which will just make life a little bit easier. But first I'm just going to go grab my gloves and boots. All right, gloves, boots, and these are the little buggers. I want to see if they'll just pull out rather than I have to cut them all out and move them. If I can pull them all out and put them, oh no. Well, I think this might be a job for like 7, 8 at night. There's a horseflies already here. Knock it into gear and see what it does. Well, good God. That worked a little bit better than I thought it was going to work. I say this is just a diddler. Interesting to see what it left behind. Ah, pulled it off. Oh, I could fill that in quite nicely. That wouldn't take much filling in. Oh yeah, I could. Tell you what, I'll put it in neutral, come back again, and I'll put another chain on that. I'll leave that chain on that, and then we could probably pull the whole root out there. And hopefully, with any luck, it'll pull the root, and then it'll, once the root gets up to the other one, it will start pulling the small willow out as well. So it's another day, and everything seems to be going all over the place at the moment. Plans have changed. I've just had to go and get the dog because all the sheep decided they wanted to run past the truck out towards the road. To get them back, and now I have to have Ruger just to keep them away when I bring the trailer in. We decided to bring the lambs in now, get them all moved. It should be a good bit of fun, to be honest, getting them all sorted. It's always nice to do work with the sheep, as long as they play ball. And then, if all goes to plan, we are going to be catching the rams up to move them, because where they are at the moment there's a lot of flies, and even with click they are starting to get a bit hammered. I mean, there's no maggots yet, but you know, I'd rather have them a little bit more comfortable than them just charging around 24/7. He's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to move them for you, or are you moving the trailer, or... Oh, he's a good lad, as long as you don't keep running in front of the truck, eh boy? Okay, so like I just said, it has been a bit of a funny sort of week where nothing has gone to plan with kit and moving sheep and the way the land is and all sorts of other things and outside of the farm. So today is a different day to yesterday, where again things went wrong with the with the wood processing, and so we just had to go at winching some willows out, which was a bit of fun, I guess, for 5 minutes. So wrapper is set back up. I've got the bike in the trailer because it was luckily something I was able to come back and get because I had to get the dog. So I'll whip this out. Looks like Ruger's going off already. Heard the bike and he wants to work, which is nice. The Ruger is my collie who, he's a sheepdog, but he's not a properly trained sheepdog. What we got when we first bought the farm, we had no sheep, so he was able to be a pup for a bit, which was nice. But it was a while before we got the first lot of sheep for him to be able to work with and practice with, so it was basically just recall and getting him to listen to me. But he's a pet mainly. Mainly he is a pet. So I was thinking I'm not going to film this because knowing my luck and the week we're having with everything going to pot, it's just going to be it's probably going to cock up if I film it, but it would be nice to kind of, you know, show things that not everything goes to plan. Obviously in farming, very rarely does everything go to plan. I love working by a plan, but I hate the fact that something else comes up, but that's just life. That's farming. You want to do one job, and then something else comes up which is more important. Oh, it's going to have to be a two-load job. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. All right, Christ, they went on nice and easy. This up. Ooh, I'm going to have to move this now. Oh, now. Oh, they want to come in now. That's typical, isn't it? Come on, come on. Come on. So, I'll get this load back. Take the trailer down to where the rams are. And that's where this day could get a little interesting. Roo, where you at, boy? Get in. Good lad. So, with any luck, I'll be able to get the trailer dropped off up at the top. Then I'll walk back. It'll take what, 20 minutes. I'll walk back. The bike and the wrapper, get that all put away, get it over to the ram, set it up, and pray, not that I pray, but let's just hope it all works. Okay, so up with the rams, and I have made a bit of an error. I made an error, but it's again just trying to work out and everything flipping changing these fields. So all these hay meadows would have been mown and everything gone, so you can turn around the field. But obviously I don't want to be driving the bike and the wrap around there. I don't want to be driving the truck and trailer around. And that gateway is onto a narrowish bit of lane, which has got a blind bend coming this way, and then a bit of a hidden dip coming up, and people fly up it, and there's no way I'm reversing a trailer out there, so they're in. And I don't think I have got any space here to reverse this trailer up to where they are. And I don't want to be driving all over my hayfield. Now rams aren't all usually this hard to get in, but we have to, I didn't film it, I realise that, but we have to put them down here where there is no fencing because we don't have enough fields at the moment. Oh, here's my main man, but this bugger here is he's my teaser. So he is his son's and the badger face Ewes. So she's nuts. He's quite a lovable animal, really. All right, I get this straightened up, get on, and then we'll get them moved to the stables. Oh, so farming is mentally challenging. It done half mess with your mental health. And this week has been a real bugger for that. And I've just been picturing and putting it in my head. Collecting those ewes and rams isn't a problem. But I thought collecting these rams was going to be an absolute nightmare, because every time we go to do it, when there's no electric fence, when there's no like hard fencing, oh, they just crazy. So I think the problem is there, I've just been manifesting it into my head to go, oh no, it's going to be hard, it's going to go wrong, it's all going to go wrong. They went in kind of okay, nearly flipped the quad a couple of times because there's a big old bank over there. And then putting them into the trailer, which they have done a few times in the past, is to jump straight over the hurdles. That has happened a few times, and they didn't. They just walked straight at the trailer, turned around and looked at me, gave me time to close the gates, didn't even try to come out. Oh, thank God. So now on to new pastures for them now. Oh, normally, just to make it quite clear, this isn't stressful doing this. When the rams get out, because we obviously don't want them going trampling through the hay, because I'm not going driving through our meadows to get them, that's stressful. But the thing that's making this most stressful for me is a Sunday today. So I don't know what day we started doing bits and pieces, but it's a Sunday today, so my wife works full time. Our daughter goes off to the grandparents on the weekend. It's not a whole day, so it's like rush like hell to get little jobs done. And some, if they're big jobs that need doing, get them done before she gets dropped back off. So that's it, it's all time, and you know, there's not a lot of time, and while the weather's good, we want to be doing this, we want to get them out, we want to, you know, get animals sorted. And for us, we don't want to be sat, stood in the peeing rain. It's muggy and sticky like it is today. Just a bit. Oh, I'll go straight on. Oh, look at that. I'm saying it because I like it. They're looking good. I think they're looking cracking. So, the long tail bugger there, the big Charolais we're keeping as a breeding ram and a teaser. I am, because we've got hay everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and no fields for the sheep, I might, just depends, unless something changes in the next couple of weeks, like dramatically. I say, so we can at least get a few thousand bales in. I just get rid of the cull ewes because I don't want to be breeding ewes that aren't going to be good and have issues, and I don't want issues, definitely don't want issues. So I get rid of my cull ewes. I'll be looking at a pedigree Clin ram, and I've looked at the book that the Clin Society sends you. I think we're away for every local sale. I mean, I'm not at the moment going to be driving up to sort of Carlisle and near Scotland, not at the moment, because there's nowhere on this planet we could justify doing something like that. One day maybe, not at the moment. And if the vlog finishes here, because it has, I was thinking about it as I was driving up here now, it has got absolutely no, I don't know, sort of flow to it, because this week has been mental. And if you have watched any of this, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I completely forgot. I don't know what I've been speaking about, if that was on the old TikTok, because someone said, because this camera died, and it looks like it's about to die now. They said, you can do live on TikTok. So I did that and had a great time for like an hour, and I uploaded that video, but I can't remember if what I was talking about on there, what I was talking about on here. So anyway, this is just a real random few days, guys, and I really appreciate it if you did somehow get to watch this whole lot through. But okay, 4 miles of fuel left. We have 3 fuel stations near here, 5 miles that way, 5 miles that way, and then I think the other one's 5 miles towards Carmarthen, and that's where our fuel stations are. We've got 4 miles left. Have a good one, guys, and thank you again for watching.